Hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Quarantine Kitchen. Today we'll be making a tried and true American staple, mac and cheese. Now some of you may be wondering, how on earth are you going to make mac and cheese vegan? Well, dear watchers, just like there's milk without dairy, so too is there cheese. I think that made sense. Macaroni and cheese originated in France and was originally brought to America by Thomas Jefferson. People did not like it. However, he was insistent that everyone try it, and after years and years of pushing, I don't exactly know what happened, but everyone loves it now. It's too bad that such an integral food to American culture is tied to such a terrible person. A lot of people think that Thomas Jefferson is one of the founding fathers, and he was. What they don't know is he was also America's first punk bitch. In addition to owning actual people, he also had a way of taking advantage of those people who depended on him, especially women who he tended to sexually assault. I understand why people still like him. Anyway, vegan mac and cheese is one of the most difficult things to get right. I struggled for years to find a good mac and cheese replacement. It seems like every iteration I tried either tasted like liquefied cardboard or relied too heavily on nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast can be great, but if not used in moderation, it tastes like farts. Thanks to my brother's girlfriend Sunny, I now have the perfect mac and cheese recipe for vegans. For this recipe, you'll need pasta, raw cashews, coconut milk, salt, rosemary, garlic, a lemon, nutritional yeast. What is nutritional yeast? Well, nutritional yeast is basically dry, inactive yeast mixed with a bunch of B vitamins that for some reason make things taste nutty and cheesy. Vegans are weird, okay? Just roll with it. The cashews will be the basis for our cheese sauce. Your cashews will need to boil for 20 minutes. While they're doing that, go ahead and prepare some of your other ingredients. Oh, God. Once the cashews are done boiling, we can begin to assemble the sauce. To assemble the cheese sauce, you'll need to use a blender, if you're a coward. I recommend using a food processor because it's a tiny death machine we allow to live in our kitchen because it's much more effective. My food processor is a Cuisinart from the 1970s and is utterly terrifying. We're just gonna leave that unplugged forever. First, add in the cashews, lemon juice, coconut milk, and nutritional yeast. At this point, your cheese mixture should resemble slightly grainy cream cheese. Now, while we're preparing the cheese mixture, we can also get pasta ready. Take a pot of water and salt liberally. Bring the water to boil on the stove. Back to the cheese sauce, add the garlic, rosemary, and salt. Fresh herbs are always best, but if you only have dry rosemary like I do, make sure to crush it a little bit between your hands before adding it to the sauce. It also makes your hands smell like rosemary. With all the ingredients added, the sauce should be about the same texture as hummus. Our water is just about boiling. Go ahead and add your pasta of choice to the pot. Now technically, it's not macaroni and cheese if you don't use macaroni noodles. For example, I'm using rigatoni, but calling it rigatoni and cheese is stupid. Follow the instructions on the pasta box to cook to al dente. Technically, you can cook the pasta to whatever tenderness you like, but if it's not al dente, it's wrong. While we wait for pasta, clean up your workstation and make sure your tiny kitchen death machine isn't going to decapitate anyone. Once your pasta is cooked and drained, return it to the pot that you cooked it in. The heat will help mix the cheese in better, and also it's one less dish to do. It may be hard to mix the sauce in at first because of how thick it is, but keep at it. Eventually, it'll cover all of the noodles. There you go, homemade vegan macaroni and cheese. Or rigatoni and cashew sauce if you want to be technical. Now, the most common question I get about this recipe is, does it taste exactly like Blue Box macaroni and cheese? Of course not, grow up. It is, however, delicious, easy to make, and 100% vegan. I have to go now before I eat all of this on camera. That's all for this episode of The Quarantine Kitchen. Join us next time, or hopefully don't. Thomas Jefferson, eat your heart out.